Hi, my name is Kevin Rissmiller. If you've listened and looked at my other posts, well, I look like crap to do this one. This one's a little different. Because I've addressed the topic in a few of my other videos about having an interest in hopefully this causing me to meet someone who wants to be with me, what I'm going to do in this one is basically instruct you on how to best do that. Use the contact me posting to actually get a hold of me. But if you're a adult female who is hopefully of sound mind and definitely body that is interested in me, this is who I'm talking to. If you're not, end this video and go to something else, because this is definitely not going to be for you. I also have to warn, I intend to speak frankly in adult sexual content, so if you're a child or if you're under the age 18, as much as you might find this interesting and forbidden fruit, it's really not going to be that interesting to you, believe it or not. So just go find something more appropriate, please. Thank you. Okay. Now that I've covered the disclaimer part, if you're a female, I'm going to tell you about my preferences. You may not meet all the preferences I have. Doesn't mean don't try. Okay? If you're not the thin, blonde, trashy dancer type, which I'm normally mostly attracted to, don't say, okay, well, I'm not thin enough, I'm not blonde enough, I'm not... I am willing to consider other options here. That's just speaking to my physical attraction, and that is important to me because during sex I want to look down and be attracted to who I'm with. Most men do. But you may compensate for that by the person that you are. I may find you attractive because of who you are more so than what you look like. And even if you are not thin, that can be changed. Ugly goes with you for the rest of your life. I mean, if you know you're brutally ugly, I might have some issues, and I'm being honest. I'm a male. Men are visual. Women are emotional. So yes, I'm going to want you to be a young-looking, attractive-looking, hopefully petite and sexy and knows how to use it kind of female, because that's just the nature of what I've been attracted to most of my life. But beyond that, I would like to be able to have a conversation after sex. If you're intelligent, if you like science fiction, yes, I'm a sci-fi geek. I love Star Wars, Star Trek, talking about science and quantum physics, but I like a variety of things. I try not to be monotopic because that just gets boring after a while. I mean, I love pizza, but if I ate it every day 3 times a day, I'd get tired of it. Probably. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm pretty sure that would happen. And I don't want to get bored of you. I want to be able to enjoy you, and I want you to have the broad way of thinking. And listening to some of these videos about me, hopefully it'll give you an idea of the scope of, it gives you a lot of the bad crap I've been through and what dumb mistakes I made, and that I'm very sexual in nature. I've always have been. I'm not as attractive now. I have this thing on my steering wheel about be better bait, because right now I've let myself go. I've gained some weight, and in a sense that was because I was trying to keep women away because of what happened to me in my bad situation, because women are crazy sometimes, and I get into trouble when I'm around the wrong ones, especially the types I'm attracted to. The types who have borderline personality disorder, and usually you're not aware of it when you have it. You can look that up. I'm sure you'll find it interesting on the internet, but I like to be pursued. I like the woman to express interest in me. If you like me, let me know about it, because I can be dumb to that sometimes. Just being, again, I'm trying to be brutally honest in these things. And I'm talking to you. I'm talking directly to you who's got an interest in me. If you're interested in me, let me know. Am I the first person you'd pick? Maybe, maybe not. But I might be the good choice. I used to say that I was like a diamond. I have many facets and many sides to me, and every time you turn me, you might find some sparkling, pretty nice thing you like. I've also talked about myself in terms of being like that first car. I may be a little older, I may have some miles on me, but I am fairly reliable and I'll get you where you need to go. Yes, there is a double entendre sexually to most things I say. I am a very sexual person, and that is a very important part of having a relationship in the terms of not just a friendship, but beyond that, and that's what I'm seeking here. So I'm being brutally honest. I would prefer to have a sexual woman who wants to be aggressively sexual towards me. During sex, I'd like to hear certain things that are turn-ons to me, like, well, this is, I hate putting this on here because it's so vulnerably. I do like to hear the words "come inside me" when we're in the midst of intercourse. If I'm going to be brutally honest, I might as well do it to the whole world. It's not a big secret now if I'm putting it out there on YouTube, is it? Most men want to hear those kind of things, I guess. But I'm just trying to give you the clue in as to what I like and what I want, so that we don't have to have those conversations. You've already seen the video. I also like to be loved, feel accepted. I want somebody who's... One of the critical and most important things, and I'm going to get serious for a second here, is honesty and loyalty. If you ever lie to me, even if it's about something small, I'm going to assume if you can lie about something small, you'll lie about something big. So please, don't ever lie to me. Loyalty. I've been involved in relationships of all types over the years, including what they term as open relationships. To me, it's more important that you tell me if you're going to or have had sex with someone else during our relationship. I'd rather hear from you than from someone else. And I can even be forgiving of such things if it's, especially if it's discussed before the fact. I mean, I don't want, right now, I would like to have a monogamous relationship, but I know sometimes people don't have those, and that doesn't happen. But that is what I want, and that's my preference. I'd like it to be a godly relationship. I'd like to have a person, a woman, and we cut that person out far. No homosexuals, period. No question on that. I hope you like this because I think it's funny too, but I've seen the Maury show. I know that there are many men who sometimes look better than some good-looking women, but they're still men. And even if you've had the surgery, one of my first dating questions is, are you now and have you always been a woman? If you cannot answer yes to that question, do not contact me. I'm not interested. No way, no how, no. I don't care what the bathroom gender laws are now. I'm not someplace you can enter based on what you identify as. I want a legitimate woman, not someone who once was a man or who wants to be a woman. Sorry, that's just my preference. You have your preference. That's fine, that's your business. But that's not what I want, not what I'm looking for. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. My number is 904-386-1328. Text unlimited. Very limited on minutes. So geography is going to have to play a role here, because as much as I might want to get with somebody in Washington or California, unless you're filthy rich and can afford to move me there when my terms of my probation end at the end of October. I call it probation, it's CRD, it's really basically parole. And if you're willing to accept me, that's the whole thing, non-judgmental. Accept me for who I am, flaws and mistakes and all. Don't be judgmental. I'll try not to do that as well. And there's going to have to, of course, be some time to establish, but historically, being completely honest, most of my relationships start out sometimes within the first 5 minutes as sex. If I'm going to be in a relationship with somebody, then there's going to be sex involved. And that's why this has got the disclaimer, and that's going to be a heavy topic, and this is an adult conversation, and I'm being raw, blood raw, honest, brutally honest, because I want to address those topics to filter out all the people that wouldn't apply to. Again, I say people. Females only. Okay. So, if you're an articulate, intelligent female who enjoys a good sex life and a good sexual relationship, who for some reason, I don't know, you maybe had a piano fall on your head. Yes, I like humor too. And you would be sexually interested in having a sexual, intimate, personal, hopefully maybe eventually marital relationship with me, contact me. Pursue me. It will be a giant boost to my ego and confidence. You'll get to see another facet of the diamond that I am. And I really do hope that this is a vehicle to provide that. That's part of why I'm stepping up and doing this. There's a lot of good about me. There's a lot of good sides to me. I'm a good person, and I really enjoy the company of somebody who has just as much fun walking around Walmart, sitting at home watching TV or watching movies, as if this books of mine are successful enough, or if you got the means to do so, to go travel and go do things. I fit in the low levels of society. Obviously, I've had to. But I also can fit in the upper echelon fairly well. I've got a bit of a good chameleon ability to me. I have a fairly good vocabulary and can articulate well. And believe it or not, my mistakes have taught me better judgment. And I like to have fun. I like to have a good time. I like to cuddle. I like to snuggle. I've got my sides to me that are of good nature. And this is going to sound weird, but I'm being, again, brutally honest. So, if there's a masculine tendency to you as a woman, and I don't mean I'm looking for a manly woman, but if you were protective, if you would fight some bitch that came after me, or disrespected me or something like that, speaking bluntly here, or kicked the ass of anybody, male or female, who hurt me or tried to hurt me, I do like a protective woman, one who's I feel is going to look out for me. I was sexually molested, raped as a 11-year-old boy by a Roman Catholic priest, and I think that's probably where that particular side of me derives from, having been dominated by a male as a young boy, which may have subconsciously implanted in me the psychological tendency to want to have or feel protected by a masculine-like mate. And I know that sounds weird, but it's something I figured out because of a previous relationship I was in, where the borderline personality type individual that I'm referring to had a very strong, she was a Jersey girl, and if you know anything about Jersey girls, they'll kick ass. But she was also highly sexual. That was the one area we never had problems in. And I love to have sex. I love to have it all the time, all day, every day, over and over and over. And that's just me. If that's what you're like, if that's what you want, let's have that together. I want to get my teeth fixed. I want to lose weight. I want to look better. I know I'm no Brad Pitt right now. And again, that goes back to the bait comment earlier. I'm trying to be better bait. I'm in the process of returning to that. If you want me now before I become so gorgeous that every woman, I'd have to beat them off with a stick, which I probably wouldn't do. But if you want to get me now while I'm available, this is the time to act. Don't wait. I'm one person like that who I need to cut back on smoking too, obviously. But if you are like me, I don't like wasting opportunities. I don't like wasting time. There's more calendar pages behind me than there are ahead of me. So I prefer to act and not spend a lot of... I've spent years with people and then found out what pieces of shit they were. So if you're going to be that way, you're going to be that way. I'll find out eventually, and I hope I don't, and I hope you're not. And don't misunderstand, we've all got our pieces of shit moments. Me too. And I apologize in advance for anything fucked up I do. Just forgive my foul language here, but I'm letting this one rip here. I'm just being brutally, bluntly honest. Because if I don't do that now, if I don't give it to you direct, I'm not going to get what I'm looking for, and you're not going to get what you're looking for. If you like a raw, brutal, honest person, then that's me. If you like somebody who's direct, honest, and upfront, forward, and who goes straight to the point, then I'm him. And if you want somebody who's currently single, available, and not tied up with anybody, again, hello, right here. Send me messages, get a hold of me, let me know, sext me, text me, whatever the current thing is. And again, please be an adult. I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to have any trouble. Don't get me wrong. I mean, anyway, I'm not going to touch that topic because that's just too dangerous. But the point being, yes, if you're 18 or older, if you're young, I'm not going to rule you out because you're too young. Because if you're mature, if you want an older guy, yeah, I want children too. That's the other thing. Being, again, brutally honest, I want a fertile woman, a woman who's able to provide at least one child, if not more, in a marital relationship eventually, if possible, if we find that that's what we're interested in sharing. So, yeah, maybe I should have titled this Man-Seeking Woman or whatever. The point being, I'm putting it out there. I'm saying it so I can say it once, right here, right now, instead of having to say it over and over and over again to each potential woman that might be interested. But I'm also saying, look, I'm not for everybody, but hopefully I'm for you, and you're for me. And the ball is in your court now. So you hit it back and make it a good shot. Impress me. If I've impressed you, impress me back. I'm a good man. I'm a good man to have, and I'm loyal to who I'm with, and I'm honest with who I'm with. And I have a lot to offer, and I've got a lot of good years ahead of me. A lot. And especially if I'm with someone who helps build me up, and I can help build you up, and we can work together as partners. I'm a Taurus. I'm 52. I was born April 21st, 1964. I'm trying to think of all the basic questions that you have in the beginning. Right now I'm heavy. I'm in the 240s, but I'm planning on hopefully dropping back down to my weight when I was 17 with my 32 waist. If I can get there, I will. I let myself go because I was trying to keep women away from me, and even that wasn't successful because of my charming personality and my great wit. And I am funny and fun to be around, and I do have a lot to offer you. I'm going to also have my serious moments, and my intelligence can sometimes come across as condescending, and I can often push people away with that without meaning to or realizing it. I hope that you're an intelligent woman, and if you're not and want to learn, I can work with you. I like to be sexually seduced. Thigh-high stockings, high heels, all that sexy stuff, the common stuff. I like to have wild fun. I've had sex on the monorail at Disney. I like crazy stuff and fun stuff too. And no one else was on the monorail except me and her, just so you know. And I actually put that particular story in a fictional format in Pilot Prison, a book that I wrote that was a sci-fi. That was based on an actual story. It's an actual real thing that I did. I think I've covered the basics here enough. If you have further interest, do contact me. If you think this is ridiculous, fine, that's cool. That's what the filtering process is for, so that those who aren't interested, bye-bye. Those who are, hello. So, if I've struck a chord with you, if I've even come close to that, I'm glad, because that's the purpose of this. Contact me. Send me pictures. I'm visual. Yeah, all the pictures. Good and bad. And if you live nearby, let's get together. Let's hang out. Let's do something. I'm limited till the end of October. Then I'm free and clear to go and do wherever I want, whatever I want. But make the effort so that I know you're interested, because it impresses me. It draws me. If you want to draw me, that's one of the ways to do it. And that's what I'm trying to do here, is give you information on me. And I'll tell you all the other dirty things about me and things I like to hear if you're interested. And yes, I would prefer if you were a low mileage model. Another advantage, I suppose, of youth, although today maybe not so much. But if you do have your own baggage and come with it, I am willing to listen to it and hear about it and not be judgmental about it, because obviously I've got my share and made my mistakes. Forgive me if I'm not what you're looking for, but again, that's what this process is for. But if you are interested, if you are attracted, if you are drawn, get a hold of me while I'm still available, before someone else does. There is an urgency here, because once this gets posted and people start looking at it, well, hopefully it'll have the results I desire to have, and bring to me someone who is going to be a good partner. Are you my partner? If you're my partner, let me know. I look forward to hearing from you.